Hey folks, it's Amy from Colorado Mountain Living, and I wanted to give you a sneak peek of the inside of our home now that the dry-in is about complete. So on the last big video that you saw where the timbers were going up and the walls and all of that, pretty much everything's finished dry-in wise, roof, Tyvek. We are missing a few windows, but those are on order. But let me show you, take you a little tour of the inside of phase one of our home. Phase one is technically the master bedroom suite. So we are building phase two at a later date once we are able to move into phase one. So without further ado, let's take a tour. And from the top of the driveway, this is the initial view of the house from the driveway angle. And what's sticking out here, so we've got the dormer up there, that's to the loft. And this is the window of the bathroom. And as we come around to the side of the house where our temporary kitchen is going to be, under the green tarp is our water tank right now until we get our well drilled. We're on the schedule for that, so that's going to be coming up soon. And our ramp for, this is how we removed our interior man lift. And we got some lumber stacked up. So it's a work in progress, folks. Here we go. So sawhorse is set up, obviously. Coming into, this is going to be the main entrance for now. Obviously needing our door, that's going to be part of the window install. And the temporary kitchen area, we're going to keep vaulted ceilings, but we might be putting up some decorative beams that'll be going across here. Maybe in the style of purlins, maybe more in the style of chunkier beams, timbers. But eventually, if I can back up, show you, sun's going down, so we just have a light in here right now. This area is going to connect to the rest of the house, so that's why it's framed out like that. Luckily, we were able to get this window into place, kind of getting a semi-decent view. Can't tell with the plastic on the windows, but it's there, folks. This is as far back as I can get to kind of give you a perspective of the master bedroom suite. So one beam in the middle, kind of separating two areas. One is going to be more of a central living area, and that's what we'll use it as right now until we build the rest of the house. This will be sort of like a living room area. The windows on the bottom floor here, vacuum because we're tidy. And this will be sliding doors out to a deck. We're not going to get a chance to build the deck before winter, so that's why this is barred off. And after we get the door installed, we'll have to put these on the outside so we can get an occupancy to be safe and not have doors to nowheres or doors to 20 feet down there. And up above is the loft area. That's where we're going to be putting our master bed for now. We're going to be having a spiral staircase that we're going to build probably over the winter time with wood that we secured from a fallen tree. I'll link to that video. We're going to make 7-inch thick stair tread steps in a spiral fashion that will go from the loft down to this floor and then eventually down into the basement. So that will have an opening eventually. Okay. Walking in this way, this is the master closet that's framed out. So should be big enough for me and Brian. I don't have that many clothes, but we'll see. I think we'll be able to fit both of our stuff in there. Why are you laughing? Maybe I'll have room to get new clothes.
Yeah, new clothes. I have room for all my cycling kits. All
your cycling kits. All of them, okay. Okay, next to the master closet is going to be the shower. So that's sort of sketched out on a diagonal here. So that'll be tiled in. We're gonna have a steam shower and working on getting a false ceiling so we can have an enclosed shower that doesn't go all the way up to the loft. And then toilet area down here on the next row. And then bathtub will be in front of the window here. Then the corner over here will be sinks, bathroom sinks. And then Brian right now is working on a linen closet that's going to be in this area. So a lot of, closet and storage space. And, for now, I think it'll work fine as we get prepared for the rest of the house?
Oh, I need to, I've got the walls framed up to the beams, but if I leave it like that, then there'll be a big space over the top. So,
Right.
So what I'll do is, I thought it'd be easier just to frame a small piece up on top that goes to the bottom of the beam.
Okay.
So it's completely closed off from outside, from this side.
So it won't look like a big hole.
Right, yeah, so there'll be a little piece up here that goes across up there.
Yeah.
And it'll close it all out.
Okay.
And then I gotta make, I gotta put some joists across for the shower. 'Cause we don't want that to go up to the floor above, because the moisture would just ruin the floor.
Right.
So I'll put some joists, some kind of a suspended ceiling, so to speak. And then have it all tiled up on top, so it'll be completely separate. And if we need to vent to the outside, we could do that as well. I haven't quite figured out where we're gonna put the vent, just to get some moisture out. But it's so dry up here anyway, it'll just, disappear into the air anyway. So.
Evaporation. So this week we're getting lumber for the flooring that is going to be the floor for the loft. So
That's a inch and it's a 2x6 tongue and groove pine.
Okay.
16 footers. So it should span the entire length. And then be able to stand on it. So.
yeah, so we won't need to do any other special kind of subfloor for that, any joists. You can just put
Yep.
1.5 inch pine tongue and groove as your main floor to support everything.
So, and then I do have to plane down the beams on the top a little bit because they twist as they go. So I tried to make one side all square, and then the twist is more on the other side where most of it's all covered up by the toilet area, the shower, and the closet. So I just need to kind of plane it off to make it flat for the flooring. So.
Okay. So that's the big project this week, getting the flooring done for the loft, finishing up the framing of the closets. What's this ladder structure? Is that my built-in shelving?
Yeah. No, I did that so that when I put the wall up, because the wall is going to be here,
Okay,
so I have something to nail it to.
okay.
Keep it firm. I suppose I could have just put in one stud up, but it seemed just as easy, and I had to do it on the other ones as well. The other one, the studs are almost 14 feet tall, so it would have been a little difficult to kind of slide it up in there. So I thought this would just be easier to do that. And I'm about to do something similar for something to nail drywall to and such when we get to the, like this one is okay, because it's close, we can just slide it back and nail it. But this one's probably too far away for drywall.
Right.
This isn't gonna be drywall, but other areas will be. This will probably be a cement backer board, and it'll have, most of this wall is gonna be stone anyway. But then this one might be a little bit of drywall, so.
Yeah.
We haven't quite figured out the whole design. We have lots of ideas, go to Pinterest and look at that kind of stuff, you see what you like. And so, but we'll see how it all.
That's not really the next step anyway.
No.
Just getting our ideas now, design-wise, but, now that the structure's in place, getting the inner structure of the framed-out walls, the flooring, figuring out the kitchen area, which is not really lit up too well right now, but considering we've got a lot of window on this side and door on this side, where we're gonna put our appliances, given this is not our permanent kitchen, but how we are gonna lay things out so we have adequate counter space and appliance space.
We already have a walkway framed
Right.
over there. You can see the space already framed over, and it's all screwed in place, so we can just easily pop the screws out and take that section out, cut the
Right.
plywood out and so on. So we don't want anything plumbed into that space.
Right,
So, because I want to move it later.
right. Yeah. Right now it's kind of a workspace, so I'm looking at appliances. We've been looking at appliances, deciding what we want to get, so.
Saw a really nice stove, I mean, so we're gonna get some nice things, so.
Yeah. Gas appliances,
Yeah, so,
because we're on the books now for all of our utilities.
Yep.
But the gas company schedule, you know,
I still need to call the electric company and give them the thumbs up to put in the pole, but,
okay, so that's our final decision.
yeah.
We're going with electric.
Well, as, we can always add solar later on and just tie into the grid, but I think at this point, we've got the cost down significant enough that
Yep.
it makes more sense to.
Right, and we can break that down in another video probably, because we decided to have them put the pole in, but we're gonna do the wiring from the
Yeah,
pole,
we're
from the
gonna run
road.
The line from the road. And it's a big wire, or cable, but
Yeah.
I think it's manageable. It's not too ginormous that we need, you know, some kind of a, I don't know, crew to do.
And then Bryan mentioned we could rent an auger. You can rent those
Yeah.
to dig your trenches.
Yeah,
So
we can, Home
you could do
Depot
that.
sells, or rents them.
Yeah, so we could do that.
Yeah, that'd be easier than backhoeing the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because the backhoe is 16 inches wide, so we don't, that's a lot of dirt to move out. So we might have to do some of that across the driveway, because there's a lot of big rock kind of in that, at the driveway section right there, but the rest of it is fairly easy digging. At least the bottom part is super easy, and then there's more rocks going up the hill, but it should be all right.
Yeah. So our main goal is to try to get into the house by winter. That's definitely,
Well, technically we're in the house now, but we want to be upstairs.
we want to be up, yeah, we want to be moved into this space by the winter time. So if we can get our utilities in line, if we can get the rest of the structural stuff done, we're getting our inspections done today, because where we live, we have a lot of home inspections and we have to be following certain codes, so.
We have to have the sheeting and framing inspection is next, and then we can start working on the rough plumbing and the rough electrical.
So plumbing, electrical, because what we need for move-in is a working bathroom and kitchen,
Yep, water.
electric, and then safety stuff like stairs. So
Railings.
and stairs. So that, and then like the overall weather, we also have to get our insulation done. We're doing foam insulation. So still a lot of big projects on the docket.
The roof.
The roofing, yeah, we've got our roof dried in, but we need to put the metal sheeting on. So we still are having some trouble trying to find a person to do that. We don't know if we're gonna do that or what, but.
Yeah, most of the roofers are tied up from hail damage. The one down on the Front Range, they quoted me the springtime before they could even give us a quote, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we might be doing the roof ourselves.
If you want to start a business, consider a roofing business in Colorado, because they seem to be really busy.
Yes.
We wanted to give you guys a quick update. Welcome new viewers. We know that a lot of folks stopped by this week, and wanted to give you an update on sort of our progress and where we're at, what we're about, and hope you stay tuned. We're gonna try to keep you up to date with all the utilities and the progress with the drying, the flooring, the roofing, and all of that, but thought you'd like to see a little sneak peek of what we've got going on. It's just really a fraction of our total home build, so stay tuned. Colorado Mountain Living, guys. Give us a thumbs up and see you later.